Can a city actually be a line? Confused with the question? Let me rephrase it. Can a city be shaped linearly? Well, maybe. But it doesn't take a degree to deduct that such cities would be and are an utter failure. A risk to mankind even. In this video, we'll be delving into the 5 main reasons that linear cities don't and won't work. If you're not already subscribed to our channel, make sure to give that button a friendly hello. Reason number 1. Linear cities are just not made by for people. Confused? Let's put it into perspective for you. Linear cities, which are designed as elongated urban areas with a linear arrangement of buildings and infrastructure, can be designed by or for people. However, there are several factors that may influence their development and make them less common or less desirable in certain contexts. Let's take historical development, for example. Many cities have evolved over time with their growth influenced by various historical, geographical, and cultural factors. Linear cities are a relatively uncommon urban form compared to more organic or radial patterns that have historically prevailed. The existing urban fabric and infrastructure in many cities make it very challenging to implement a linear city design without significant redevelopment or disruption. There's also the case of land availability. Building a linear city requires a large tract of land, preferably flat and elongated. In densely populated areas or regions with limited available land, it may be difficult to find a suitable location for a linear city. Which takes us to reason number 2. Linear cities do not accommodate organic growth. In other words, they don't grow evenly. Let's talk about the most obvious, the lack of sheer flexibility. Linear cities typically have a predetermined layout and infrastructure that follows a linear or axial pattern. This rigid structure can limit the ability to respond to evolving needs or changing population patterns. Organic growth often occurs through incremental development, with buildings and infrastructure adapting and evolving over time. Linear cities may not easily allow for this type of flexible incremental growth due to their predetermined design. While linear cities may struggle to accommodate organic growth, it's important to note that planned cities like Brasilia or Canberra have successfully sustained their linear structure over time. However, this often requires proactive planning and, of course, adaptive strategies. Reason number 3. The diminishing return on efficiency. Confused again? Don't be. Let's break it down for you. This concept suggests that as a linear city becomes longer and more stretched out, the efficiency gains associated with its linear design start to diminish. Here's an example regarding transportation costs. One of the key advantages of linear cities is the potential for efficient transportation. With a linear layout, transportation routes can be optimized, reducing travel distances and improving connectivity. However, as the city becomes longer, the benefits of reduced travel distances may start to decline. People living at the extreme ends of the linear city may face longer commute times and increased transportation costs. This is our next reason as to why linear cities don't work. They lack any sense of centrality. This one is probably the most obvious, right? Linear cities typically lack a central focal point or core area that serves as a social, cultural, or economic center. In more traditional urban forms, such as radial or grid patterns, a central square, plaza, or a downtown area often acts as a gathering place and a hub of activity. In linear cities, the absence of a central focal point can result in a dispersed and a less concentrated urban experience. There's also the case of landmarks. Without notable landmarks or distinctive features, a linear city may struggle to establish a strong sense of centrality. Taking us to our last and final reason. Linear cities offer its residents almost no sense of choice. These cities often follow a predetermined layout and zoning plan, which can lead to a more segregated distribution of amenities and services. The linear design may result in fewer options and a reduced variety of amenities available within close proximity to residents. This limitation can limit residents' choices when it comes to shopping, dining, entertainment, and accessing other essential services. Thinking of moving into a linear city sometime soon? Let us know your thoughts and inputs in the comments below. For more videos, don't forget to like and subscribe.